Tide and welcome back to Tight Sports. Here to talk about this past game against Ole Miss. Alabama was victorious against Lane Kiffin's Ole Miss Rebels, but the euphoria I had just seeing the boys kind of clicking. I rewatched the game this morning, took a bunch of notes. I like some of the things I saw. I'm gonna just tell you. I went through, and I'm not gonna go through this whole game and just go play by play. I could, but I'm gonna tell you, I saw shades of 2008. I saw some 2009 in there. I saw some things I really liked. At first, I saw the defense playing more aggressively and building momentum. And then they were keying off of each other. They had some lapses, we never, the only thing wasn't 2009 is about the score, and they won a lot of points, but they were aggressive, and it grew during the game. I saw people really trying to fight, trying to get through to put some pressure on the quarterback, until the point where it was like the 2009 part came into me, the 10, 11, 12 came through with me with the defense when we were rushing 4. And sometimes in the linebacker, but almost every play, I guess about 80% of the plays, there was somebody breaking through. They were making the same reads, and I gotta say, even though we lost a player during the game, my man Lawson got hurt, and I don't know how hurt he is. But I know he's not playing coming up soon. But the reads were still being made, and we were still making plays. Like that's how it was in 2009 when it really started the big run. It's like they would see a play, diagnose it, but somebody would make the play of plays for a tackle for loss or a sack or something. So I saw that constantly, and I'll tell you, 20% of the times when they did not get that penetration, especially in the passing game. The 20% of the time when they did not get that penetration of the offensive line or penetrate the defense, that's when Ole Miss made a big play. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. And then, of those 20% of the plays, the DB made half of those plays, or it was a bad throw. But a lot of times the pressure was just messing them up. And I tell you, big cues, it reminds me of the days of Javier Arenas. He was he was a DB, he was a punt returner. How he would just ignite, the special teams would just ignite the place. The game was kind of going back and forth. The offense was still, Tommy Reese did a good job and say, I'm gonna establish this run and we're gonna run no matter what. And it worked out. McClellan had a huge game. I mean, Williams even had a good game to me because he was running hard when given the opportunity, but just McClellan was just hot. And we still got to get better at that. But I mean, coming to the game on the passing side of things, I'll get to that in a second. But special teams all over the place. I mean, you got a big hit. I think somebody got thrown out of the game because it was an actual targeting that I agreed with. But you know what? Sometimes things happen. Block punt was a huge play that the offense turned into nothing. But we had a block punt. Our defense forced them to make some mistakes. Then they got enough penalties where they had to punt from almost their own 5-yard line. And they had to punt the ball. We blocked it. Ball went out at like the 1. Then the offense came on. They were running the ball well. Penalty and this other stuff about Murrow's our best option. But Murrow had, in the first half, he forgot that little rule that when you're scrambling, when you're able to extend a play 7 seconds, you find that furthest yard marker, burn that ball toward the line of scrimmage. Just get rid of it. He wasn't even taking sacks sometimes, he was just running out of bounds with the ball in his hand. I was like, and I said maybe he fumbled in high school when he tried to come out of this and go to that, or come out of this and go. Maybe he was fumbling in high school, the reason he don't like doing it. But in the third quarter, surprisingly enough, that's exactly what he did. He came out, he was throwing it, just get rid of the ball, man. He had a horrible interception. Again, it looked just like the one in Texas. The second one? But it's the one where we try to run this play. Matter of fact, Tom Reese, how about we offensive coordinator, let's not even run it. Don't call that play no more. He don't read it right. This is just, don't call that no more. The play where the receivers do this, don't call it no more. He don't see a safety standing there who was standing there beginning to play, never moved, never changed his mind, never even looked up at his mom. He was standing. He don't see that guy. You can't do that to him. Don't do it to him. But he had some big plays. Was that Burden got off for a big play? They were just Burden in hell. They had 4 catches, 2 apiece, averaging 31 yards per catch. It's good to see on the passing game. They got the tight ends involved. You know, a running game is a quarterback best friend, but a tight end is like it's a good security blanket. Where my tight end at? Warm. You know, it's like, you don't want that cold back there. But I would tell you it was a play where 33-yard pass play. We had a methodical drive going down the field, running it here, popping them here, running it, banging, running. No matter when we had a loss, we still kept running. You got to run the ball consistently to really loosen up the defense. But we banged the one big play to, I think that was to Hale, his touchdown catch. And it's right after we got an interception. Defense, my boys, gosh, what my notes say? Next time I type these things up. But my boys, Kool-Aid and Arnold, you know, I'm not saying they're perfect, but if you do a little of this up front, they can do a little bit of that in the back, and that's the football game. You know what I'm saying? But on one play, Milroe got hit, as you may have seen, because I'm pretty sure non-Alabama fans are not watching me right now. If you are, maybe you're a friend of mine. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. But if you just want to be entertained because I'm always flopping my head around there, that's great too. But there was a play, Milroe, I kind of felt like an old Milroe was hit. He got laid out, and I think the old Milroe laid down, and a new Milroe got up. That's what I'm hoping for going forward. Because I guess as a quarterback, one of the worst things that can happen is somebody's pick you up, no matter how big you are, they pick you up, slam you to the ground, and you can't breathe. Because that happened, and he survived it. But when he got up, he was fired up. He's firing his teams up, and I wish it would have converted the play. But if I had to just give an assessment, offense coordinators, coaches, I just got to give them an A from how they just approached the strategy of the game. The defense, I give the defense an A-, because some stuff is just, I may even say B+. Special teams, A+. Anytime you get a block punt, anytime you got the whole crowd to woo about 2-3 times, A+. That every time they did it, it's like the defense went up a notch. The defense just went up. Every time they don't put the defense just went up. Bow, bow, bow. This is woo. Did just bam, bam, bam. And then offense. Our defense made Ole Miss look like, I give them an A-. Our defense made their Ole Miss offense, which is kind of prolific, not as prolific as I think it will be going forward, but kind of made them look like we looked. Offense, I'm gonna just be honest. Well, I give you a lot of points for running the ball, blocking hard, doing all the things you gotta do. penalties. They said we had 10 negative plays in the first half, taking points off the board. Made a lot of strides, but I still say D+. Because that offense, man, in a couple of weeks, what I wanted to be able to say after this game was, okay, that offense would have beat Texas. That defense would have helped us beat Texas. The penetration they got, with 4 people most times, the defensive line, they were doing different things. They were stunting key times. They shut it down. Like their last little gasp, they got a sack to end the game. And it was like, they did a little double twist, and it worked, because dude was just standing there. And that's what Alabama used to be. You had to be a Johnny Manziel to beat Alabama. Or very accurate from the pocket. That guy wasn't that accurate at Ole Miss. Yours is that accurate. If you're that accurate, then God bless you. You just gotta get to them. But I saw some things. I hope we can recover. I hope young man gets better this week going forward. Lawson, hope he's okay. I got looking to see what's happened to him. But I still, the offense, the running game is clicking. I don't know if Williams was kind of gimpy, a little gimpy or something, because he usually runs harder than he ran, but he did do well because part of being a running back is picking up these blockers. And I think the running back core they were up to the task, run blocking. But now the offensive line that made us awful. I mean, we're like top 6 or better or worse in sack percentage, quarterback pressures, and just total sacks. It kept saying Alabama's like top 10 worst, worst being first, top 6 in the cut. We probably brought ourselves into the 10 to 20s this weekend, but no, he still took 6. Yes, some of the sacks though, I gotta say, it's because Milroe trusts his legs to a certain extent, but he trusts his legs too much, and he doesn't think about throwing the ball just out of bounds. I mean, just throw it out of bounds. He just runs out of bounds with the ball. That's not really a sack, but that's a tackle for loss. But some of the sacks is like just taking just too long. He's so strong. He could do one of those numbers and get the ball out of bounds, you would think. And I know he can do it because he did it in the second half. He did it twice. Instead of taking a sack, he got rid of the ball before the defender came up, before he ran out of bounds. So some of these poor numbers belong to him, and some of them belong to definitely to the offensive line. But they gotta have to improve. They need to see I need to see a 50% increase in that. I know the left tackle, blindside guy is a freshman, folks. Whew. He's a freshman. So need to see a 50% improvement. Although I'm gonna say it, Milroe's getting hit every which way but loose, and mainly up the middle. I think we may have a lineman that's out as well. So injuries are mounting up. They come and they go, but next man up. Recruited well enough to be a top 10 team, so let's keep it going. And man, gotta improve that. The decision making was better by Milroe. Still our best option, but I like what the offense coordinator. We just gotta clean some things up. Some of them negative plays was like. Until next time.